Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. If you don't know who I am, my name is Chlo, and I help girls get their period back and discover a life filled with food freedom. So no more anxiety towards food, no more being stuck in what we call quasi-recovery. So this attempt to recover from an ED, but not really actually getting anywhere. And so you become very just stuck in that kind of I'm recovering state. Anyways, those are the type of people that I help. So if that is you, I'd highly recommend hitting the like button, subscribe, and let's get on with this video because I'm talking about the one thing that I feel like everyone in recovery needs to hear. I reiterate this with my clients. I work in depth with this with my clients all of the time because it is something that I continually see people doing. Anyways, let's just get into it. Okay, so here is the thing that I think everyone in recovery needs to hear and understand is that you cannot merely just mentally recover. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and say there's no such thing as mentally recovering without physically recovering. What do I mean by this, Chloe? Let's dive into this. I have worked with hundreds of women at this point, helping them with their relationship with food. And I've noticed that a lot of people will get to this place where it's like they claim that they're mentally recovered. They can talk, my ears off about the importance of food freedom and about, oh my gosh, like, I can't believe I used to think this way. And now, like, I really do see food in a different way. And I see, health and what that means in a different way. And they say all these things. And they'll say to me, like, the exact words they will say is, I'm just so mentally recovered. And I'm like, yeah, but yet you're not physically recovered. So how mentally recovered are you if the physical has not changed? And now I understand the physical can take a moment to kind of catch up and to really change, but these are people who it's like, 4 or 5 months into recovery, they come to me and they're like, I've been mentally recovered for a couple months. And I'm like, okay, and there's still no period. And you're still in a body size and shape that isn't supportive for your health, and you haven't made those physical changes. And I wanted to say this to make it very clear to people that mentally recovering, whatever it is that you're talking about here, does absolutely squat nothing to protecting your health, to keeping you alive, to changing your life. If you truly were mentally recovered, like you truly not only like understood food freedom, but you like were living it via experience, then your period would be back, your health would be, at a stable place, and your weight would be at a place that is appropriate for your body and for your health. And so I think people confuse this idea of understanding about recovery and understanding the benefits of food freedom, which, oh my gosh, there's so many benefits. I think they mistake that with what true mental freedom is. True mental freedom translates into my behavior, into my experiences, and into the state of my physical health and well-being. And so if you're in this place where you keep on just saying like, well, I'm doing so well with food though mentally, but just like physically nothing's changing, that's when you gotta stop, call your BS and realize, hey, I have knowledge of recovery. I have a better narrative that I hear about food, but I haven't actually adopted that narrative. It's the truth of it. And the only reason why I'm pinpointing this is because, trust me, I have like so much just like desire for everyone to get to this place of recovery because it's such a great place. That's why I've worked one-on-one with people for the past couple years. That's why I started my course, so that I could work with even more people at one time. If you want to be a part of that mentorship, by the way, you should really check it out. You can click the link below, go to www.flowwithchlo.com. You can learn about the Get Your Flow On course. I'm with the course members every single day. It's a really great community to get just ongoing support for your recovery journey. Just a quick little interruption here, because I know everyone on my Instagram knows, but you on YouTube might not. But the course is on sale for the month of June. You can get $400 off again just for the month of June. Come July, the course price is rising by about $400, and so you essentially are getting $800 off, which is absolutely amazing. So it's going to be pretty much half price on the course of what it will be in July, and so this is the best discount that I will be giving. This is the time to get in, to join the community, to start your recovery journey today with, I mean, there's like 60 plus women in the group. It's absolutely amazing. Come and join us. Come get your period back, work on your relationship with food, reach the land of full recovery. I'm here to guide you every step of the way. You can use the discount codes that are in the bio below, and or you can just send me a message on Instagram and or an email to get the discount codes that again expire June 30th. No exceptions here. But it's like, I do all of that because I want to see people get to the land of recovery. Trust me, I could have been an architect. I was really interested in real estate. So one of those two, it was like architect or real estate. I could have done one of those career paths once I recovered and was like, great, I'm done. But I decided that I really had a heart to see people get through recovery. So for right now, this is what I'm doing. So I have a lot of heart to get you guys to this place of recovery, which is why I, in a most loving way with my clients and the girls in the course, and even here on YouTube, we'll do it from time to time, I like to call you guys out on your BS, because I know how easy it is to start believing things like, I'm mentally recovered. But then it's like your mom is sitting there just like looking at you being like, you're not recovered at all, honey. And I think it's just, again, the true recovery comes when the mental and the physical have both healed. And I want to just reiterate again, you cannot be healed while only mentally recovered, if that makes sense. Just like you can't just gain weight and then expect to have a beautiful relationship with food. A lot of people do, and then they come to me because they're like, whoa, what's happening? I gained all this weight in my recovery, but I'm still like paranoid about food. I'm like, well, yeah, because you were just like focused on gaining weight and not like actually working on how you relate to this thing called nourishment in life. And so I think we understand that you can physically get to a place of like body, you can even get the period back, right? And body size and shape could be at a more healthy, supportive place, but like mentally you're still just like, whoa, not there. So you're still suffering from an eating disorder, right? And flip that. Mentally, sure, you can understand all these things, but again, it's not wisdom until you start actually practicing it. When you start practicing those things, trust me, your body doesn't want to stay severely underweight. And I should say, and I do say this a lot, but that's just one tiny little metric that I could pinpoint. Not everyone gets to a very low weight in their eating disorder. So we can use other metrics like you still don't have your period back. You still are thinking about food all the time. So my apologies for having that just like it naturally floats out of the mouth, right? Just because it tends to be the more stereotypical thing that's on your mind when you think of someone with an eating disorder. But that 1000% is not right. And I shouldn't have that just like be a stereotypical response. So it's not. So we have all these other metrics that we can use to determine if someone is at a healthy place, both mentally and physically. So yeah, that's my little message for you today. Make sure you are not that person who's claiming they are mentally recovered, and yet the physical seems to stay the same. You gotta have both. You want both. You really, really, really do want both. I think that's the key part here is like, trust me, you do want to have both of those come into a state of healing at the same time. So but anyways, if you want to get to that place of both physical and mental health and well-being, again, like I said, look into the Get Your Flow On course right now for the month of June. There's a $400 discount, which actually come July is going to be an $800 discount, because come July, sorry, there's a car. Come July, the price is increasing for the course because it's a lot of information and support. Trust me, it is way worth the money that you spend to get into the course. It is 24/7 support. Let me say that again. It is 24/7 support. I'm in there every single day at like all times of the day, and then the girls are in there at all times of the day. And so if I'm sleeping at night, which I do tend to sleep, you still have all the people who, you know, if you're in America, all the girls who are from Australia and like New Zealand and all these other places, where it's their daytime when it's my nighttime, they're in there and they're answering questions and they're supporting you. And that's what's really great about the course. It's that ongoing support. So different than, you know, and I'm not dissing on therapy. Oh my gosh, I love therapy. I go and see my therapist all the time. I'm saying this offers a different type of support. Therapy, it's like you go once every 2 weeks or maybe once a week, and then you're kind of left on your own. A great aspect of the course, again, which can be in conjunction with a therapist, but a great aspect of the course is that it is that 24/7 support. So if you get lonely a lot in recovery, if you find yourself doubting yourself a lot or going back on what you say you're going to do, getting in the course and being really active in the community can be the thing that stops you from uncommitting from your goals every single day, so that you can actually stay committed, move forward, and get to this land of recovery. It's honestly one of the best places in the world. It is probably like 90 degrees in my car. I'm just pulled up to my friend's house. I just wanted to say this real quick because it popped in my mind because I just had a client session where she was like, I'm mentally recovered. And I was like, what does that mean? What does that mean? If the physical hasn't like come with it, what does that even really mean? So anyways, I felt like I had to do a video. If you appreciate the video, I would appreciate you clicking the like button, again, subscribing, and I'll see you in my next one.